History, Standard 6, Chapter number 5, Religious Trends in Ancient India, Part 1. Today we shall begin a new chapter, and in this lesson we will learn about different religions that emerged and made its way in ancient India. In this chapter, we are going to learn about Jainism. Towards the end of the Vedic period, the minute details of Yagna means sacrifice, offerings to God, done in sacred fire, done with mantras, acquired undue importance. Only the priestly classes had knowledge of those details. Priestly means like Brahmins. Others no longer had the freedom to gain that knowledge. Means no other caste people were allowed to take this knowledge. The Varna system restrictions became very hard in the course of time. Varna system In Varna system there were four Varnas: Brahmans, Kshatriyas, Vaishya and Shudra. Brahmanas were referred to the intellectual part of the society, that is the priest. Kshatriyas were the warriors or the one who protects the society. Vaishyas are the business and the traders. Shudras were the workers who work for all these three Varnas. So this was a Varna system which we have studied in the previous chapter. So the Varna system restrictions became very hard in the course of time. A person's social position was decided by the Varna into which he was born rather than by the achievements. That is why, from the Upanishad period, we see that attempts were made to give a wider scope to religious thought and not restrict it only to yagna rites. However, the thought in Upanishads focused on the existence and nature of the soul. It was difficult for ordinary people to understand. This gave rise in different sects that emphasized the worship of particular deities. For example, the Shiva sect of Shiva worshippers and the Vaishnava sect, the worshippers of the Vishnu. That means Shaiva sect were the worshippers of Lord Shiva and the Vaishnava sect were the worshippers of Lord Vishnu. Different Puranas were written with reference to these deities. Certain trends around the 6th century BCE made attempts to express religious thought in such a way that the common man would understand it easily. Many people realized that every person is free to find ways of his own upliftment. This led to the establishment of new religions. These religions emphatically stated that discrimination on the basis of caste has no place in an individual's upliftment. The work of Vardhaman Mahavir and Gautama Buddha is of the special importance among the proponents of new thoughts. Proponents means a person who advocates the theory of new thoughts. Jainism. Jainism is one of the ancient religions in India. This religion gives importance to the principle of non-violence. Non-violence means not harming oneself and even others. According to the Jain tradition, a person who reveals religious knowledge is known as Tirthankar. There have been 24 Tirthankars in all. Vardhaman Mahavir is the 24th Tirthankar in the Jain religious tradition. Vardhaman Mahavir in 599 BCE to 527 BCE. There was a Mahajanpada known as Vriji in what is known as the state of Bihar today. Its spatial capital was Vaishali. Vardhaman Mahavir was born in Kundagram, a part of Vaishali. His father's name was King Siddharth and mother's name was Queen Trishala. Vardhaman Mahavir was a prince. Vardhaman Mahavir left his home and all comforts for the attainment of knowledge. He attained enlightenment after 12 and a half years of rigorous tapa. According to the Jain philosophy, all Tirthankars were born as human beings, but they have attained a state of perfection or enlightenment through meditation and self-realization. They are gods of Jains. Lord Mahavir was born as a prince, and at the age of 30, he left his family and royal household to become a monk. He attended enlightenment after 12 and a half years of rigorous tapa. This knowledge was pure or keval. Therefore, he is also known as Kevali. He was called Jina or conqueror because the joy derived from physical comforts and the discomfort felt due to undesired things had no impact whatsoever on him. The term Jain derives from the word Jina. Vardhaman is said to be Mahavir because he had the resilience, the courage to conquer all passions. Resilience means capacity, strength, or courage to conquer all the things. After the attainment of knowledge, he preached for about 30 years to explain the essence of religion to people. To make it easy for people to understand it, he spoke to them in Ardhamagadi language, a people's language. The religion that had expounded laid stress on good conduct. Good conduct means good behavior. The essence of his teaching for good conduct is contained in 5 great vows, that is called Panch Mahavratas, and the 3 jewels, that is Triratna. The assembly held by the Tirthankar to preach to people was known as Samvasaran in Ardhamagadi. Samvasaran was blessed on equality. People of all Varnas had entry to it. The Pancha Mahavratas, the 5 great vows. The followers of Jainism have to strictly follow these 5 rules. The first is ahimsa, that is non-violence. No living being should be harmed or hurt or injured through one's behavior. Second is satya, that is truth. Every speech and action should be true. You should not tell lies. The third is asteya, that is non-stealing, that is not to steal anything. Asteya means thief, taking what belongs to others without their consent is thief or stealing. Asteya means not stealing anything. The fourth is aparigraha, that is non-attachment. Man tends to accumulate property due to greed. Aparigraha means not hoarding or accumulating anything in this way. The fifth is brahmacharya, that is chastity. It means leaving bodily pleasures and following the 5 great vows. Following are these three Ratna, that is the three jewels. The three jewels are the three principles. First is Samyak Darshan, that is right faith, Samyak Jnana, that is right knowledge, and Samyak Charitra, that is right conduct or a right behavior. Samyak means balanced. In life, everything should be balanced. So the first is Samyak Darshan. To understand the truth in the preaching of the Tirthankar and to be having a faith in it. The second one is Samyak Jnana. Studying the preaching and philosophy of the Tirthankar regularly and learning into its deep meaning. And the third one is Samyak Charitra, strictly following all the five great vows. These are the three principles regarding the five great vows. Essence of his teachings. Among the teachings of Mahavir, Anektavada is considered to be very important in the quest of truth. It means pluralism or multiple viewpoints. In our quest for truth, if we focus on only one or two aspects or viewpoints and draw conclusions, the whole truth is not known. Therefore, it is necessary to pay attention to all aspects of an issue. If people follow this, they develop tolerance towards the opinions of other people in society and give up the attitude of stubborn adherence to their own opinions. Jainism means not harming. He preached that truth and clean living were the priorities in life, as was non-violence. Till today, Jains do not even harm a fly or a mosquito. True Jains tie a cloth around their nose so as not to breathe in or destroy living organisms in the atmosphere. Vardhaman Mahavir taught the people that the greatness of man does not depend on his varna but on his excellent behavior. In the Vedic tradition, the doors of knowledge had slowly been closed to women. But Vardhaman Mahavir gave the right of sannyas, the right to renounce the world, to women. Who gave them the right? Vardhaman Mahavir gave the rights to the women. His teachings were love all living things, have mercy and compassion, and live and let live. Thank you.